So like in marketing, if you want to sell a product fast or premium, you have to increase its scarcity, right? You have to make it seem as if so many people want it and there's not enough of it for all of those people. Even Eminem said this, I think, on Superman. You want what you can't have. Ooh, girl, that's too damn bad. You know, women's psychology is so weird, man. It's actually a phenomenon. Like, God was really flexing when he made women's minds. Like, when he made the female mind, God was just on his shit that day, man. Like, he was just... He might have taken some shrooms, I don't know. But in this essay, I want to talk about an experience in dating that I had, and also apply it to how that same psychology relates to business. So without further ado, let's get to it. This is the story. So there's this girl who had a crush on me for 2 years. She made it abundantly clear. Like, she was hella friendly. Whenever we were together, she was just always touching me, rubbing on my arms and shit. Whenever we linked up, she would never greet me. She would always greet me by hugging me, you know, just run to me. This girl was 23, by the way. It's not like it was just one of my students or whatever who was just excited to see me. This was a grown-ass woman with 2 kids, and she was just always that excited to see me. So I didn't move on her for my own reasons. Probably has something to do with the fact that she had 2 kids at 23. So anyway, one night she had some liquid courage, and she told me that she wanted to be my girlfriend. I half jokingly told her that if she wants to be my girlfriend, she'll have to work out with me, because I don't date chicks with a belly. Sounds shallow, but whatever, that's just my preference. I like a flat stomach chick. And then she then asked me if I already have a girl. I told her I didn't, and at that time it was sort of true. Like, I was in a couple situationships. It's depressing to even think about those girls anymore, especially considering they are still dating the guys that they cheated with me on. But whatever. Anyway, I told her I don't have a girlfriend, but I didn't clarify what my situation was. And after that, she immediately lost interest. She stopped being flirtatious, and she just became way more cordial. You know, whenever we'd run into the street, instead of running to me like, good Lana, she'd just be like, hey, good Lana, you know, from afar. I'm like, oh, okay, there's the vibe shift already occurring. And I immediately noticed that it came from that previous conversation. So fast forward 3 weeks after this cordial phase of hers, I'm at a spaza shop and I see this other bad, like pure evil Dark Dindy. Like, that girl was so bad she might as well have been Thanos. Pause. So I approached this Dark Dindy, and at that time I was really feeling myself, because that day I just made a lot of cash in my shop. I think it was already 1 p.m. and I'd made about $400 or $500, and I'd already hit the gym. I'd meditated, I'd read, like, all my self-improvement stuff and my business stuff. That day was just in flow. So it went smooth as butter, because I was just really feeling myself. And then along our proceedings with Thanos, we'll call her Thanos, she also asked if I have a girlfriend. And this time I clarified. I told her, kinda, like, I'm seeing 2 people, but they're not my girlfriends per se. We're just getting to know each other. So since then, that girl just would not let me out of her sight. She was just constantly staying on my radar. She was just trying her utmost to make sure I remembered her presence. So it led me to one insight about dating, which is that people want what other people have. And this also applies to business. This is one way in which dating is like business. So like in marketing, if you want to sell a product fast or premium, you have to increase its scarcity, right? You have to make it seem as if so many people want it and there's not enough of it for all of those people. And one way of creating scarcity is by creating competition. or at least the illusion of competition. Similarly, it works this way even in employment. Like, if other people want the vacancy, the position, or the service, or the product, it seems more like a prize because so many people want it. So clearly it must be worth something, right? But it doesn't even actually have to be a prize. It just have to have the perception of it being a prize. Our psychology works that way for something. Even Eminem said this, I think, on Superman. You want what you can't have. Ooh, girl, that's too damn bad. You know, people want what they can't have, or what they think would be very difficult for them to eventually have, especially once they've invested a certain or any amount of time and energy into it. And this is a side point, but this is why I believe that you as a guy, especially if you are dating women, you should always make them invest first, because she already has so many people who are investing first in her that she doesn't value. If you want her to value you, if you want to stand out, then she has to prove herself to you in some way. But I digress. So once this person has made you feel butterflies, they've made you laugh, you've told them some things about you that you normally wouldn't tell a stranger, you've probably even told them some of your secrets and stuff like that, you become way more willing to make concessions and compromises and even delude yourself for the possibility of it working out, because you've invested in it, so you want it to work out. You don't want to go around and like tell this girl or this guy your secrets and then nothing comes out of it. You tell them those things, you help them get to know you better, even on a deeper level, because on some level you are hoping that, okay, something comes out of this, like some sort of deeper relationship comes out of this. And this is probably why married men are so attractive to women, because women only want what other women have. Like, other women are like, wow, this guy is wearing a ring, this guy has a stable household, he has this girl who is committed to him, clearly there's something about him. Like, she liked his dick enough to want to take his name, so maybe I'll like his dick too. Pause. But yeah, in fact, if you check out this other poet, I think it's something Sky, No Monday Sky or something, she has this poem that goes like, there's something so attractive about married men.
There's something attractive about these married men. There's something attractive about these married men. There's something attractive about these married men, and this is the inscription of a temptress. She says to me, there's something attractive about these married men. The way his ring finger is occupied by that ring. It is subtle, it doesn't bling. It is plain so that you can't see it when he puts his hands inside of his pocket to take out that something.
Now, despite what you might think about the context of that poem, it might make her sound like a thought or whatever, but it reveals something so deeply intuitive about female psychology, which is like, they want the exclusive, they want the unattainable, because they want to feel like they have conquered the unattainable. And honestly, it's pretty much the same for us guys too. We want to fuck the hottest girls, because most guys won't. Not just because she's the hottest, like on a primal level, yes, hot women, healthy babies, but then status wise, it's like, if out of your entire friend group you have the hottest girlfriend, it's not something you would say out loud, but it kind of makes you feel good about yourself, like you pulled the baddest bitch there, or even if none of you have girlfriends or whatever, you have girlfriends but you are just out and then all the hottest girls are gravitating towards you. It kind of symbolizes your ranking, your position in the hierarchy. That's basically how it rolls with dudes, man. Like, your position in life, or your position as a man in life anyway, kind of determines your options with women. The higher you are, the more and the better you pull. And not that you are doing it necessarily for the women, but the fact that they gravitate towards you so much is confirmation of your position. You might have been doing it for other reasons. You just like being rich, you just like being jacked, you just like going to the gym and looking good and smelling good and whatever. But the fact that all of those things have brought you, that's what I would mean. It's like you are studying, you're studying in school, and then you get your report card. Oh no. You get to those graduation ceremonies where they're announcing like top fives and certificates and who did the best in each subject and stuff like that. Yes, you passed. Yes, you got that 90. You got within the 90th percentile, right? But until you get that certificate, you don't know out of all the other people who got into the 90th percentile that you are at the top of the top, right? So in this context, getting the highest amount of the highest quality girls is kind of like that certificate. It's kind of like confirmation that you are the best of the best, at least within that environment. Fine. I went on a long tangent there, but whatever. So anyway, similarly to dating, where it's like the better you get, the more you get, customers also want what other customers have. If you have a product for sale, like let's say maybe you are selling dick pills, right? If other dudes are raving about how much your dick pills have worked for them, then other dudes will also want to buy dick pills from you, right? But if you are selling dick pills and then you have no references, no reviews, no raving customers like, wow, bro's dick pills have helped me get my woman filled, woman fulfilled, whatever. I was trying to rhyme, but I fucked it up. Then other dudes probably won't believe in your dick pills. They probably go to the other dude whose dick pills have better marketing, have more of a brand presence, even if they objectively aren't as good as yours. But simply because there's no one who is talking about your dick pills. Why did I choose this example? But simply because there's no one who's talking about your dick pills, then other people probably won't want your dick pills either. And I'm not talking about this from a high horse either. I've been on the opposite side of this too, where I took a massive L with a girl. Oh, that's my homie on WhatsApp. Where I took a massive L with this girl like around that time anyway. It's not so recent anymore. And I wouldn't have noticed this crossover between dating and business if I wasn't trying to date while growing this business. But generally, I think us men have been lied to about the dating strategy we should employ, especially if we are straight men dating straight women. So at the very least, us men have to at least reassess if monogamy is truly optimal for us. Like, to be honest, does any man even really want just one woman? I'm not saying that the girl you have now or the girl you are in love with you won't be content with. I'm just saying, before you met her, you probably wanted variety, right? You probably wanted to explore more or just explore at all. But then you found this one who was a gem and you were like, you know what? Fuck every other girl on the planet. This is the one. But until you get to that point, or if you haven't even gotten to that point, then how could you know? 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 You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just a way better strategy for us dudes. It's just that, like, we should I'm not endorsing it at all. I'm just proposing it as an idea. I'm not endorsing that you go around fucking a bunch of women, but damn, at least keep your options open, my guy. Like, this may sound manipulative, what I did with these girls, with the fact that, and I wasn't even trying to manipulate them, but you can argue that is it manipulative? Yes. But is it effective? Absolutely. So you might as well employ this strategy if you are gonna find the one for you. If you are one of those guys who's trying to find the one for you, you might as well explore them all. I'm not saying you should fuck them all, no, of course not. You can if you want, if they allow it, whatever. All I'm saying is, like, you get to know more and more of them so that you are not picking one woman simply because she's the only woman. You are picking her because she is the best prospect out of a variety of women. And honestly, this is the female dating strategy as well. As I've said in a previous video that I recorded within this series, women naturally have leverage by the fact that they grow up and become hot. via puberty. So they already have it within them that like they vet guys. There are so many guys coming to them, pause, in more ways than one, that of course they are going to become naturally more selective, right? So you as a guy also need to open yourself up to the same volume of options so that you can also start naturally becoming more selective, so that you can actually pick the best one or the best few out of all of your options. But anyway, that's the point I wanted to illustrate about female psychology, is that they want what other women have. So if you have other women, not even if you don't necessarily have them, but like she's aware that there are other women who want you, then of course it increases the likelihood of you finding a woman who would actually be good for you among that mess, that whole like smorgasbord. I teach you new words in every video. You can go Google it, but it basically just means that whole bunch of women who want you, you get to pick. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you got any value out of this, stick around for more insightful takes like this by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yo. Moving too fast for you to even see, homie. Don't even bother to get on your marks. Shake the mullets on their family tree, giving all of the credit to still be in sparks. Since conception been already advanced, I got barely a buzz when I smoked up your tree. And you be claiming your blend is the proof, ain't even taking out none of the seeds. I practice writing the flows and despite I'm exploded with all of the hardest shit. Tendencies of a narcissist. This is more than self-love, man. This shit might actually be cognitive. Fucking up a perfect partnership. Lost a good girl and that was my punishment. But if I started fucking these sluts again, I just be thinking of her, what's the fun in this?